Okay. Bit of No More Heroes today. Space Jam. You know Space Jam. It's up and running. New movie, Space Jam. Okay, so it's just so this is your homepage. It's just a YouTube video embedded full screen. That's kind of rubbish. I mean, it's better than it auto playing, I suppose. But what do you mean? I mean, I guess you got to wonder what the point of a website for a film is, because obviously these days, if you want to work out like who's in it or find information about it, you go to the IMDb or the Wikipedia. If you want to actually see the film, you'd probably look up either the streaming site or your actual local cinema listings to try and find. So like going to the specific film website, you're trying to get, I don't know, some sort of exclusive information about like, I don't know, merchandise or deleted scenes, maybe some sort of interviews, something that's useful about the film, which for Space Jam maybe you want to do. For the trailer, I think you just go to YouTube now. I'm amazed that someone would say like, go to the Space Jam website, get this bit. Anyway, it's just an ugly intro for your webpage. You've just got this thumbnail, big play button. They're just saying like, there you go, here's this film. So I click here, I go away. This film is not yet rated. And that's quite nice. That's quite a nice. Let's bring that in shot. You've got a, that gets across straight away. It's the old cartoon basketball thing in theaters. That's full screen, so you can't scroll it or anything. I can click video. There we go. Little bouncy animation on that there. That is a picture. That's clunky. That's really bad. Let's have a look at this. Just an image called date. With alt tag just saying, yeah, Space Jam New Legacy. That's so rubbish. How does this do in terms of its performance? 1.6, 2.3.5577 megabytes. Base JavaScript 500 kilobytes. Oh man, that's a lot of video playback 1.8 megabytes. Video 1.4 megabytes. A lot of work around this video. And then a lot of JavaScript for a site that doesn't seem to have any functionality. Maybe that 500 kilobytes is what makes that image do a little jumpy animation. This lovely synopsis. Yeah, that's your 500 kilobytes there. No idea. This is a site that doesn't have any content, and yet it's still 7 megabytes to load up. That's crazy. So the main reason, obviously, for looking at this, you can click up here, a new legacy site. Oh no, sorry, I read that wrong. You're about to leave the Space Jam A New Legacy site. I read it as a new legacy site. They've built a new legacy site. This is the the famous 1990s website for the Space Jam, which kind of a lovely time capsule. People got angry that it got moved to a subdomain because of its been there for ages. It's a great one to go to, and it is really a fun way of just looking at how far the web has come, because of obviously this site is kind of looks very primitive. It's quite hard to believe that a big company commissioned this for a promote a film. So you've got a bunch of GIFs. I mean, the thing is, it's limited because of there's not a lot you could do with HTML at the time. So you've got some unstyled red text here, and then a different red text here that sits on a star background, and then these GIFs that don't have a rollover state or anything, so you just click them and then it will take you to another table layout at the top here, these clunky things. When you've got the world's greatest basketball superstars and the world's greatest cartoon characters facing off in space aliens, you can't skimp on the jams. Oh gosh. Yeah, this is nice. The lineup. Look at this. Games. Wow. What rival calls bugs a long-eared galoot? Oh, gosh, I don't know. That's not correct. Let's do a similar test. How large is this site? 101 kilobytes. Alright. The largest being this Space Jam logo, which takes up 15 kilobytes. They were the days. I think it's probably the most interesting thing about comparing a 90s website to today is that it will be a much smaller file size, everything, because it had to be, and there will be limited conventions. A similar reason that Flash was never really adopted is because there was never a UI convention, so people never knew, like, the menu always goes at the top and you hover and this happens, or there's no hamburger that pops out, there's never always a notification in the corner or something. People just did crazy new designs and weird things, and so every website was hard to use because it had its own set of rules and conventions and animations and things. So here you've got a website that said, like, well, we'll just put a logo in the middle and a menu as planets around the outside, and you know, every website is just kind of, we hadn't yet worked out any rules of play for the web, and so it's probably a more confusing website, and you'll find yourself kind of jarred by jumping between different pages that will have different colors and different layouts. And it's probably worse in terms of accessibility too. It doesn't have the right descriptors around the page because of HTML perhaps was limited in letting you, but it does kill the news site in performance. And you know, the web has got faster, so you can make larger sites, but you needn't. The idea of saying, well, we'll just load up a big video which is going to block people's access to the website, and then we'll load up 500 kilobytes of JavaScript for a site that has zero functionality. Presumably loads of also trackers and other JS files in there that are doing all kinds of analysis on your bounce rate and so on. It's just an interesting little then and now that we've made our web theoretically better and more conventional, but the one thing it's always lacking in is its file size and its bloat, and everything is sort of over-engineered, it seems. Anyway, that's another No More Heroes. Let's bear that in mind.